Yo, welcome back everybody. Today we have a weird hero. A tier 2-ish hero in this current meta, Rafaam, who, according to a lot of competitive players at the moment, is significantly worse than he's been in the past. Now, I would agree. At a competitive level, there's a lot of griefing of Rafaam, griefing of Rag going on, to the point that people are power leveling quite a bit off curve, and really axing the power level of a hero that has always been really strong by, well, not having minions on the board and, you know, not giving Rafaam minions. Well, doesn't make him bad. It's not like we really push him to play this hero all the time, but he's still very good if you can get some early steals. Well, what do we steal? When do we triple? And what do we triple into? That's always the big Rafaam question. Yeah, we know this meta is all about taking those 6 stars. You get game-defining 6 stars, you blow out lobbies. Well, what happens when you get early triples and you can't take a 6 star? Well, we shoot for the 5. We find whatever stabilizes the game the hardest, and then try to level to 5. Try to find any remaining triples, shoot for 6s, redefine, adapt, 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 over and over and over again. It's amazing how no game goes formulaically, right? You just have to keep adapting to find a way to win the lobby. Now this one plays out pretty cleanly. Not everyone does. Sometimes you just gotta do the best with what's available with or to you. As Rafaam, try to win the lobby. All right, enjoy. 1 elemental and leveled to 2. Lost to 1 dragon. Could theoretically be either of the 2 elementals. But I think we make the read that it's a Selly. Since he leveled, he's not going to swap a Selly back. Did you ever keep a Tidehunter? Probably not. If we get double Selly. Yep. It's a good start. Did you skip a Galley? Yeah, because Gallicon's shit. See stream title. So we're gonna level aggressively here. I just want this on the board. Probably. There's a small argument to Tidehunter freezing the board. That way you can level and hero power by selling off the 1/1. Meh. You still have to buy that Selly in the long term. And that's not great. As opposed to letting the board roll. We could level and just not hero power too. Alternatively, we could double buy and hero power. Level on the following turn. You want to level? 6 gold. Now it's awkward, right? Because he chooses not to level. I think we're leveling on the following turns. Wave and check that, make sure it's not Lee. Achieved. We already did that. Kaboom bot. Allows us to snipe something potentially too. To steal something better. Now he has a bunch of elementals. If we steal a water droplet, then we're going to level and end up not playing it and just play down a minion. If we get a Selly, it's even better, but you know. We naturally will always hit the worst possible outcome. Just 100% of the time. 100% of the time. Yay, we stole a triple that we didn't want to take. We could burn a gold to play the party with this Ellie. You could also just play a war leader. I just don't care, do I? With the Kaboom bot, it's very rare that we don't kill anything on the board to steal. One of those two. For fuck's sake, Bob, give me a tolerable goddamn unit. There are 3 good units, or 2 good units and a bad one there. Just hit one of them, like, for fuck's sake, Bob. We're definitely taking this 5. No Quillbore lobby, no Pirate lobby. This is all 5 stars all day. That's a good hit with Mythrax. So yeah, we have a dragon, elemental, murloc, demon, mech on the board. We can line up another pair. We can even get our hero power weaved in. He's a Bran. We could lead with Kaboom Pot in case it blows up and hits Bran. We assume that we have as many minions as him. There's a chance we steal Bran if we Kaboom Bot. Maximum value Mythrax, I know. It's a good card right now. There's no Bran on the board yet. I would have rather had the pair. The pair, the demon buffer, the 2 gold. Obviously can't steal arm. I think that's actually the worst hit again. It's uncanny how consistently we hit the worst one. Like, one of them is a pair, one's a battle cry, one's 2 gold. We can't steal the arm, so we sold the other one. The one that we don't use. It's uncanny. Okay, we can sell this now. Make use of it a little bit. I'm not even bothering to wait. There's no chance that we do anything except for level here, so we're just going to 5. We have a Mythrax after all. If you can't level to 5 on turn 7 and minimize damage taken with a fucking 1424 Mythrax on the board, I'm not sure when you can level to 5. Like, sure, we can lose this round, but we take minimal damage as long as he doesn't have a bunch of poison. Because this thing, at this point in the game, should kill at least 3 to 4 minions at 24 health. Got sleepy dogs. It's beautiful. That was pretty bad. That was pretty bad too. Hit here. That was the right hit. Now hit here. That was the wrong hit. Alright, so we lose, but we lose small. Still max damage. But, you know, 10 damage to go to 5 is reasonable. Feels bad. He stayed on 4. Dead Zephyrs. Well, it's a lot of tempo for short term. You ever put the egg in over the bomb? You have to sell 2, but we gotta sell 2 anyway. That's not true. We can sell 1. Still doesn't mean we shouldn't. Bumper's kind of sus for a Cthulhu board. They don't usually have that many Divine Shield taunts. They're slow to get the Tavern 4. On top of that, they buy up other taunts over the course of the game. So there's no real reason to consider that you have to bump something. It's a relatively low cost though, bump. So that's why we did it. Wasn't that big of a deal. Naturally. No. 1 health. We're good. Hopefully 2 die. Nobody dies. Meh. Sure. This is okay, especially if we got an Argus, but it's not really where we are in the game. This is way better. I guess we look first, right? There's the hit we want. Hit Mama's kind of cool too, but one of them's gonna go. Could be the, if it's not taunted, then it could be Harbinger. There's probably this. Just gonna take our stats, our nice stats. All right, so we have a Mythrax, we have a poisonous Amalgadon that we can repair, we have a big Murloc that can get Toxfin, and we have Taunt Comp Core to keep us strong right now. And the Giandus also has all of those things. Oh, free Amalgadon, no big deal. Yeah, that was good. That was an okay hit. Sure, man. I'll take it. A casual stolen Amalgadon. Yeah, it's pretty good. Some would say. Could think about this pair. Can think about it again. This isn't that great because this is the thing that goes off the board. We need the Trebs and we can't drop the Taunt Comp Core yet. This is okay. Primal Fin's okay too. Look for a Toxfin. This is always going here. We don't really need another Amalgadon to bank it and try to go to 6 or something. We'd really like a Toxfin. I'd really like some Toxfins. At least it's Divine Shield, right? Next guy will grief you by getting a third Dawn, but most of the time that's good. If it's early in the game, a triple Dawn isn't a big deal. You still take another 6-star. It's not like these are perfect Amalgadons. Nice, a Molten Rock. Because that's for some reason still on his board. Dude, this is Bob's grandpa that we're killing. If that's not going to bring bad karma, I don't know what is. We fucking slaughtered Bob's grandpa. Alright, so poison's way more important than anything here. Let's just go find a poison. Sure, at the end of the turn, that could be a reasonable thing to do. There's a poison. So the question becomes, do you prefer the 11/11 Imprisoner and a 1/2 buff here, or 1/2/3 Death Rattles at 4/4 apiece, so 17/17? Just not that close, right? Buy up the other Mythrax, because it's like perfect gold. You could even argue that Mythrax goes on the board at this point because of scaling. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tribes. 4 tribes with double Mythrax. So yeah, we're going to want to go to 6 if we can. Nadina's a really good hit. On top of that, it's really just a play for stats on the board, and we have 3 passive scaling units. So what are we going to do to build more stats on this board? A Toxfin's a good hit, but can't really just make that materialize out of nowhere. Hey Bob, why is this so difficult? Why is this round so hard? Why can't we kill people on 60%ers? How are the games going today? Pretty poorly. In the grand scheme of things, they're bad games. We've played a lot of games that have just very few choices in them. We got a Bran. There's a Primal Fin line here, and I think that's better to play for than leveling now. We need this poison, and we can scale off of all of that. I don't want to do it yet, but this board isn't half bad. Now we can get a hold of Strong Shell now, freeze the board, and then buy up Cold Light and Spore for next turn. And we do a cycle turn where we sell Light Fang and Mythrax, or Light Fang and Egg, depending on how big Mythrax gets. It's just kind of a 2 or 3 turn thing. Games are always better with choices. Yeah, I mean, we just gotten dunked on a few times today. The longer the meta is going on, the more I'm numb to it, because it's just it occurs so often right now that we just get a chuckle. Like, at least this game, we made a lot of decisions. We like decisions. Decisions are fun. It's a good hit. It's a tolerable hit. Down he goes. Nope. Play everything through. 1, 2, 3, 4 sets of buffs. Like, I don't see a major reason to do it. Like, we already get 10 or 8 here, and we have to sell off 1 Mythrax. So we actually don't have, unless this poison is that relevant, it's not that much better. And we're at 26 still, so we just freeze and do it again. He's on 4, showing mechs, so it's some kind of like taunt comp. Shouldn't kill us. That's a coin flip for the ghost, because they didn't play each other last turn. And we may be just way bigger than him. It's very possible. Triple Mythrax would help. Yeah, I mean, big stats aren't really that relevant in certain boar states. Bored. Kind of gross. We gave him full value on the Deflecto, but at least this dies before, so that's something. Good. Good enough. Mythrax saves the day. We're just gonna win this lobby with a handful of buffs because we don't want to play it. GG Jedion. Meh. Yeah, now we're gonna pull that trigger, right? Yeah. That one. So, yeah. And there's our final board. Mythrax just isn't relevant enough to keep around when it's only like 20 attack. There's a lot more stats than Lightfang and Mythrax are going to put on the board, right? On relevant minions as well, we make another poison, we put a Divine Shield, we put a little poison. Maximize our chance to win this. You could argue that double Selfless is better. Look at these breakpoints, like getting double trades off all that because they got big buffs. And I cannot lie. And that'll do. Nice. Alright, so that was a nice one. That was really clean. We got the early double Selly and then turned it into a triple, into a 5-star, into a Mythrax, and the Mythrax really just carried the game where we could keep leveling. Feels good, man. Rafaam actually feeling decent. It's more that that lobby wasn't really a new lobby, right? We've been saying a lot this season how Rafaam is generally a little bit weaker right now than he's been in the past. That Quillbores and whatnot are kind of scaling too much, where taking a bunch of 1-stars and tripling into a 5 isn't really that viable of a line in Quillbore lobbies. Well, that wasn't a Quillbore lobby.